Hello students, I am trying something new out and let's just see how it works and we'll go from there. Some people were asking me about being better prepared for the ACT, so I thought, well, why not at least just kind of show you what the problems are going to be, and then I'm not going to give you the answers, of course, and there's no point in trying to memorize, oh, this one's 1A, 2G, whatever, because all of them are going to be mixed up on you when you take the test tomorrow. All right, so we have a problem right here where someone is printing off 64 posters. They charge $1.50 for the first 50, and then 75 cents for each one after that. So you're just going to take 50 times 150 plus 14 times 0.75. All right, problem 2, you're going to distribute right here with your 3. So it's going to be 3y minus 15. You're going to have to multiply by 2 both sides to get rid of the denominator, and then solve for y. All right. Ariana is wanting this table right here to be perfectly centered. Okay, we don't need this information. We don't need this. Also, whenever you see a diagram, all right, they're asking, go to the very last sentence. Okay, what is the value of y? And so in this case, there's 7 feet, 18 left over, and so what is the value? All right, my apologies, I didn't realize that my battery was low. Let me plug in. Oh, sorry about the delay. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, number 4, you're going to distribute the 2. So 2y plus 4, bring your 4 over, add 2, solve from there. All right, number 5, whenever you see someone having, again, this time it's in jewelry. I've seen it in sandwich shops, ice cream. It's just when you have one choice of these types, you just multiply those 3 numbers. Okay, so just multiply those 3 numbers. All right, next one. Okay, she had a highest balance and a lowest. What is the difference? All right, this is where you're going to plug in 1 and 2, 5 and 3, because that's what matches up here. The 5 and 3 with TU, the @ symbol, and the RS. And so just plug your values in, and you'll see what it equals. Okay, finding my least common denominator. Okay, I'm going to use the calculator for this. Go to math, go over to number, use the LCM function. You'll type in 10, 9, get a number. Then you'll do the same thing. Take that number, that was the LCM of 10 and 9, and then do it with 6, and that'll give you the right answer. All right, next one. Okay, they're just wanting to know what formula would find the shaded area. Well, I would take the area of a circle, pi r squared, minus, and you have 4 squares that are s squared. So pi r squared minus 4s squared. And I just gave you the answer. You're welcome. All right. When I have parallel lines like Q and R, and they're cut by a transversal, my opposite interior angles are equal. So 70 and A are equal. Well, because I know this is a line, B is going to be 110. Follow the instructions from there. Okay, solve. I'm going to add 1 because this is to 1 to both sides. Solve for y. Again, watch where you have your underline. Since it's underlined, it's going to be a closed circle. Okay, and follow the inequality. I'm going to substitute, okay, the value of -2 in for this. Okay, and solve from there. Okay, BXD is 90, AXC is 110. They want to know the difference between these two. Use your calculator, math, go over to number, very first one, ABS. All right. You divide your numbers here, subtract your exponents. Okay, so that's going to be a to the fourth and b. All right. You know that if you take 6 times 48, that's going to give you your total. What is the sixth number of the first 5? So I'm going to take this total, 6 times 48, subtract all of these, and that will give me the fifth test score. Okay, a sandbox is a shape of a right rectangular prism. So when you have a right rectangular prism, that's a box. Okay, so I'm going to find the cubic inches. All right, length times width times height. I don't know the height. So I take 24 times 18 times x equals 5,184 and solve. Oops, put it in there twice. Good luck with that. Okay, 19. All right, 21 goes where the Q's at. All right, so my first step is I would have to subtract 46 and then solve from there. Plug in -6, use your calculator. Again, math. Scroll over to number, very first one, ABS. Okay, reading a graph. All right, 6 to 9-year-olds. Okay, the 7-year-olds, there are 8 of them. 8 out of the total amount, 24. It's going to reduce. Find the missing side, a squared plus b squared, and your c is always, always, always a hypotenuse. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. All right, 8% of 60, 0.08 of 60, I'm going to multiply, and that's going to give me a number, and that's going to equal 1/5 of another number. So I take 8% of that equals 1/5 times x. Solve for x. 24. Okay, there's a couple of ways I can solve this. My favorite way is just subtracting 7y, so it's in standard form. So you have 4x minus 7y equals 5. I take my negative a over b, negative 4 over 7, and that's going to be -7 when it comes over. So I have a minus 4 over -7. Okay, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But watch right here. They want the midpoint. Okay, 26. Plug this into your calculator just the way it's written. Go to alpha, y equals, put it in a fraction, and solve. Distribute your 2. Distribute your 4. Combine like terms. Again, divide your numbers. That's going to give you 3. 10 minus 2 is 8. Alternate interior angles are equal. Those are the only two that I know are going to be equal. And so that's your answer there. So I've basically given you 2 answers so far. Substitute in 1/2 and solve. Okay, 35-member history club. Okay, the officers cannot be the student government representatives, so it's that person is only one of 32. All right, next one. Oops, forgot to shade out the number. My apologies. Solving for this. Okay, I can either draw a line up through here, and then I'm left with a rectangle here and a rectangle there. Or I can draw a rectangle this way, and then I have a rectangle here and a rectangle there. Either way, solve for the area of both, add them, okay, and you'll get it. Okay, she has 12 books, 7 are nonfiction, and what's the probability that she'll choose a nonfiction? Okay, that's your test for tomorrow. I hope you do well, and have a good evening. Please contact me. through my phone or through Remind. And if they do not have Remind, have a friend send a request through them, and I'll be glad to help. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.